Well, let's talk with Alex de Vries, founder of digital trends research and consulting company Digiconomist. Thanks very much indeed for joining us, Alex. First of all, those figures I just put out there are pretty startling, aren't they? I mean, the curve from now into the future is pretty impressive in terms of energy consumption, is it not?
It's a very steep curve, and we should consider this in a context of regular data centers around the world. I mean, the number by itself, you said as much as Sweden, and some people might not fully realize that this also means that we're talking about more than half of what we have been consuming for all data centers around the world combined. So this would be a staggering growth within the data center segment.
And data centers themselves, traditional data centers, already use a lot more power than many people actually realize. Huge percentages of national consumption come from these data centers. So it's already a problem that we're familiar with, I suppose. But are we any nearer to coming up with any solutions for this extraordinary use of power?
Actually, it's just getting worse. We've seen historically data centers have been responsible for 1% of global electricity consumption, and in the coming years, the combined trends in AI-related electricity consumption, digital currency mining, and also likely growth in regular data center hardware energy consumption will lead to data centers consuming 3 to 4% of our total global electricity consumption. So that's a massive, massive amount.
One of the arguments that the proponents of AI put out in terms of its sustainability and its effect or the role it will play in managing the environment is that AI will produce all sorts of inventive ideas for us in terms of tackling issues like climate change and plastics in the ocean and El Nino and all the rest of it. But some people doubt that AI will necessarily become an ally for humanity in terms of dealing with the climate issues.
I think it's actually impossible to unite AI and sustainability simply due to, from an AI perspective, bigger is always better. And these models perform better the bigger you make them, but that just means more resources and more energy are required to run them. While from an environmental point of view, we need to put in less resources. And then, of course, there might be a benefit of putting AI into certain goods and services. It might make it more efficient to deliver certain goods and services, but at the same time, as a result of that, we might also push up demand for those goods and services. And we have seen this happen pretty often in the past. We often end up needing more resources from increasing demand for certain goods and services than we were starting out with. So it can actually be a double negative as well.
And in terms of the information, in terms of the ideas that AI offers us, if you like, intellectually, can it become a weapon? In terms of the fight against climate change, can AI bring up suggestions we hadn't thought of, or more constructive ways of creating power for AI's use?
Well, yeah, there might be some benefit, but looking at the whole picture, looking at this being extremely energy-intensive technology by design, and at the same time, also potentially boosting demand for goods and services in all kinds of sectors, I don't think that the benefits will outweigh the extra cost of it.
Alex, a lot for us to think about, but it's all coming our way anyway. Alex de Vries, thanks very much indeed for joining us.
Thank you.